Be there in a sec. All right. Hello, everyone. This is the start of what I'm going to try and make into another vlog. I did something similar when we were forced to move, and then after the move and all of that. And then during all of that is when I'm guessing what's going on now occurred. I've alluded to on online about a physical condition, a health issue that is more than my usual stuff, which is usually the back and neck stuff. And then what I also think is long COVID, which is acting up really bad the last couple nights. And I've talked about it especially on Patreon. And I did the whole vlog for the moving stuff to keep my sanity during it all because it was such a tumultuous, chaotic time that it really honestly helped kind of just streamline me as far as sharing the story and having something out there for you so there wasn't a content drought. I'm doing this kind of the same reasons to try and keep my sanity through it all, and in case there is a content drought, which I'm doing my best to not do that or have that happen. In mid-August, I started having kind of this weird pain in my abdomen right above my belly button, like right about here. It wasn't all the time, but if I would bend a certain way or move or get up if I twist wrong and whatnot, there would be like a sharp pain there. And I thought maybe I just pulled a muscle, but it wasn't constant, it wasn't all the time. So I kind of just figured I pulled something and let it heal, you'd be fine. And then a couple weeks later after that, I'm using the blue snowball. It's going to pick up all the traffic, all the noise from everywhere. So I do apologize for that. So then a couple weeks after that, I noticed a bump in my belly button. And that understandably freaked me out. It wasn't big, it was like the size of a pea-sized bump right on the right side, on this side over here. That was the catalyst for me actually making a doctor's appointment because I was scared. What is this? What's going on? And not putting two and two together, that the pain in the abdomen and what was going on with the belly button could be related to each other, which, spoiler, they are. You probably already know what this is. I didn't. I was used to stuff that, the back stuff, the neck stuff, the respiratory stuff. I think I have some kind of infection in my sinus cavity, ear canal, throat area. This has been swollen for, since January 2022. And I was just dealing with all of it because I swore off doctors in 2010 or so when I had just a lot of misdiagnosis, mistreatment. I had a case for malpractice if I wanted it, but I didn't pursue it. A lot of what's going on with my neck and back to this day is because of mistreatment by doctors. I use that, doctors, put in quotations, use it loosely. I went over it in the What's Wrong With Me series. But this bump in my navel area inside the belly button was the last straw. I was like, this is scary. Yeah, it was a catalyst for me finally. I want to bite the bullet. I'm getting older. Speaking of, if you've seen my hair right now, I have not been able to shave it in about 2 weeks. Sucks. It is really aggravating me, but I can lift my arms up above my head, but I can't do to shave your head. You have to do like the sweeping motion with a pair of clippers or even like a razor. I can't keep my arms up there that long. It hurts too much. It hurts to breathe, hurts, everything hurts. And I'll get to in a minute the vicious circle I'm caught in at this moment. And I will be caught in even after this is hopefully, fingers crossed, taken care of. So I went online to a local page and I asked, can you recommend a doctor to me? Like, who would you recommend to a new patient who hasn't seen someone in over a decade and hasn't had a primary care physician in decades? You might be wondering, why? Well, when you're young, you're arrogant. You have the confidence of youth on your side. And then my early 30s, I got in a car accident, got mistreated by the doctors, and I just said, F it, and just stopped. I don't know why I'm censoring myself, and then just stopped trying. I was like, I'll just deal with whatever happens, and I will take it until it takes me. And that's how I felt. It's like, if you watch the videos long enough, you know how I feel about the American healthcare system, the American political system. All of it's just, it's all corporate. Just blah. It's one of the many reasons Justin and I have wanted to move out of this country I've wanted to move out of America for a long ass time. So seeing that, I said last straw, went online, got recommendations. There was a couple that were head and shoulders above everybody else. I chose one, called, made an appointment. Unfortunately, they were booked up until mid-October. This is like the beginning of September when I called, because it's when I saw the bump or the lump in my navel and got freaked out. So they were initially able to get me in October 17th. Okay, cool. I will just deal with this until then. Okay, I'll just deal with it. I've been dealing with this and this and this. What's one more thing on top of the pile of crap that I deal with? So then a few weeks go by, and I believe it was September 26th, I believe, or the 28th. But I think it was the 26th. The bump had been getting progressively bigger over time. And and as someone who has a very active imagination, and I'm thinking like, okay, I have like 3 more weeks before I can go see this doctor. So they can tell me what's wrong, or they can refer me to someone, et cetera, et cetera. So about a week or so ago, I started getting this nasty pain between my belly button and the bottom of my rib cage, like right here. It just started hurting, like this dull, like ache. It just got stronger and stronger. I don't know what this is, so I'm freaking out. And I had a couple ideas. I did like I did the thing you shouldn't do, where you Google your symptoms. Don't do that, because especially if you have a, ooh shit, I moved wrong. Especially if you have an active imagination like me, don't Google your stuff. But yeah, this pain started being here, and then about a half hour before Justin came home from work, I started feeling really, really weird. I was lying down hoping that it would help, and it didn't. And Justin came home, and I got up, and his face dropped. And I was like, I think something's wrong. I was cold and very clammy, and I was shaking. Like my whole entire body was trembling. I was like, something is wrong. And I did something I said I would never do, ever. We went to the ER. So I went to the ER, posted a picture so people could be updated what was going on. We get there, and I am just white as a sheet. I am trembling. They take my blood pressure. It's like 210/100, something like that. It freaked them out. They ordered in an EKG, an x-ray on my chest. Then they put like an IV in me. And in about 2 hours, I normalized. They did blood work, urine tests, et cetera, et cetera. We were there for a while because we had to wait for all the tests to come back. But it turns out that it was what I ended up thinking it was an umbilical hernia. So when I said that I assumed it happened during the move, that vlog, I'm thinking at some point during the move or after, when I was moving heavy stuff around when I shouldn't have been, I tore something. So we had a CAT scan that day on my abdomen to see what the deficit was, but she said something was a little off about, she was feeling around and she said something was off, like didn't feel quite right. Did the CAT scan, came back. It did, confirm that there was issues going on in the navel area. Apparently I have a kidney stone as well, and I have a cyst on my kidneys. That was weird. That's beside the point. They asked how, what symptoms did you have? When did you notice them? How did they happen? So I told them, I noticed it here, up here first, and then later I noticed down here, my navel. Their hypothesis, from what I said and what they saw from the tests, was that initially I had the tear in the abdomen. So the way I understood it was that, the abdomen wall, it's like, it's like this, you have your abs and whatnot. Then there's this bit in the middle that kind of, I don't know if it holds it together or whatever, but there's like a weaker bit right in between it, and that's what ripped. It wasn't huge, but it was enough to be a discomfort. But unfortunately, me not knowing what was going on, I kept doing daily activities, I kept doing my exercises, I kept, mowing the yard, stuff I probably shouldn't have been doing. Let's say my dental floss here is my belly button. My rip was like right above it. It was just a tiny rip, but eventually doing all the stuff I shouldn't have been doing, and it ripped down to the navel and down the right side, which I'm not sure. This is my right side, but the camera might flip it. But it ripped down the side. So basically what it's kind of looking like is an upside down question mark. And that side is open. Not like this, obviously, or my guts will be spilling out, which, they are, but not like that. But it's opened enough that my insides are coming out. And that's what I'm seeing. And that's the discomfort I'm having. So they referred me to a surgeon that she highly recommended. I called on the way home because I'm not messing around anymore now. I call, and the surgeon, she works from 3 different offices in the area in a very wide, like in a 100-mile radius. And she is only in this office 1 day a week. And the soonest opening she has was November 22nd. She said, well, she works out of another office in another town, which is like 80 miles away, 80, 90 miles away. And I thought, you know what? I'll make the drive. I want to get this taken care of. And the bookings in that office were also not until November. She was saying that the other surgeon here is here like a lot more during the week, so he might have a sooner opening. She was able to get me in 2 days later on that Thursday to go see the surgeon to get looked at and see what the options were and all that stuff. So we make the trip. Riding in a car is not fun with this right now. Also, bumps and brakes and just all of it. I don't like being in a car anyway for obvious reasons. If you know my story, you know why. So we make the hour and a half drive up there and meet with a doctor. He says to schedule surgery as soon as possible. He said it's not an emergency surgery, but also I should get it taken care of ASAP. And so yeah, and I thought, yeah, I want to do that too. Granted, I'm terrified of surgery. I had two options: October 13th at 10 a.m. or October 20th at 8 a.m. Person on the phone said, take the weekend, because it was Friday when I called back. Take the weekend, call us back on Monday, which I believe was the 2nd of October this past Monday, as of this recording. So over the weekend, it hurts, obviously, but it hurts in awkward ways. Like eating sucks. Ow. Laughing sucks. The vicious cycle I talked about, holy crap. Put a pin in that. I'll get back to it in a second. So I was talking with Justin, and I was thinking I wanted to wait until the 20th, but I told him, I said, I don't think I can wait another week. I mean, I probably could, but this really freaking hurts a lot. I had that appointment with the primary care physician on the 17th. If I do the surgery sooner on the 13th, I don't know if I'm going to be healed enough to be in a car. I don't know if I'm going to want to even get out of bed. I don't know what my recovery is going to be like 4 days later after the surgery. And I thought it just feels like a little too soon. So we decided that we would do the 13th. So I called back Monday, spoke to a very rude lady that I never spoke to before in the office. She was not very nice at all. She accused me of not coming into the office because we lived so far away. She was very strange. Where are things now as of October 5th? The vicious cycle. I have what I believe is long COVID. I've also been getting sick a lot more lately. I had vertigo last weekend. Vertigo was always the precursor to me getting sick. Bad. In December 2022, I had vertigo, and then I was sick for a month. And then Justin got it in January and then was sick for a month. That's when we had to take that 2-month break between recording, which is another reason we record in bulk. Get what you can done while you can, because my life is unpredictable as hell. Whatever's going on with me, it feels like the swelling, all of it, like, this is acting up. I have that familiar wax candle crayon taste in my mouth and my nose and throat. That's what it smells like. It's what it tastes like you just ate a candle. It's not pleasant. But that's the recurring thing. That's been going on since January 2022 when I got COVID the second time really bad. And ever since then, not only is like my ear canal feels swollen, this is swollen, but my allergies and my asthma are on steroids. So it's like, it feels like whatever's going on is just being aggravated, and it's being aggravated constantly. Ow. I'm getting too animated. So, and even sitting in this shirt is very uncomfortable. I'd rather have my hoodie on, but it is like 80 degrees, I said, in October for no reason. So if you see me doing this on camera, it's because I'm trying not to sneeze. I try not to now. All the talking is aggravating my stuff. My allergies and head cold sinus stuff has been on overdrive, especially the last few weeks. I have to sneeze constantly. And it's not just like I gotta sneeze. Okay, I'm better. No, it's like, you gotta sneeze. Okay, I'll stop it. Okay. Oh God, I gotta sneeze. It's nonstop. It's constant. It's like somebody's poking me in the back of the nose over and over and over and over. And it won't stop until I sneeze. And it's not just one sneeze. It might be 5 sneezes, it might be 15 sneezes. Eventually, it's like, it feels like whatever's living here wants to manifest itself so badly that it will make itself happen. It's manifest destiny for this. I will have to sneeze until I finally do so this can rise back up. It's really, really, really annoying. It sucks. I hope we get to the bottom of this. So, vicious cycle, I constantly have to sneeze. Have you had to sneeze with a hernia before? Sucks. It fucking hurts. Push my insides back inside, hold it there, and then try and sneeze. Which I know could do more damage. I don't know what else to do. So everything is uncomfortable now. I have to sleep on my back as much as possible to let gravity lower the that's coming out of me right now. Eating sucks. I think I said that earlier. because it goes down and just sits there and it pushes down on everything else, and it's so uncomfortable. I've been drinking so much water to keep everything flowing nicely. Bowel movements are not fun. I won't go into details. So yeah, it's just a vicious cycle. Can't sneeze, but if I do sneeze, ow, and it just sneeze no, and it's just ugh. So half my time is just like doing like that. I would love to sneeze just to get it out, but I can't because of this. I cannot sneeze. And what scares me is after I have the surgery and it's fixed and I'm stitched up, I can't sneeze at all for like weeks because I don't want to rip anything, rupture anything, reopen it, ruin the mesh or whatever they're going to put in. But here's the kicker. I didn't want to tempt fate being in a car. So I rescheduled my doctor's appointment here in town, but the nearest date was November 21st. So I have to wait like 6-7 more weeks now to see if I can get this taken care of, along with I have so many other problems with me. Like when you don't go to the doctor for a long time, you accrue symptoms. So yeah, in addition to eating sucks, sitting here sucks. I have to take a break about every hour and a half and go lay down. It's a cruel kind of fate because it reminds me of after I broke my neck and messed up my back, and all I could do is lay on my back on the bed because I was so fragile because my neck was mashed potatoes pretty much. I would just stare at the ceiling for hours and hours and hours. And so that's what it reminds me of. To be back at that point again is, but hey, I've experienced doing it, so yay. We're trying to prep. I ordered a wedge pillow to be able to lay on. I'm thinking about getting a recliner. After the surgery, I'll have to sleep on my back full time. Like I lay my back when I go to bed as much as I can, and then I'll shift because I'm a side sleeper. So I'll shift to my side. When I shift to this side, it sucks because all the pressure from laying on the bed pushes this up and out, and it feels fucking terrible. Working is difficult. Editing is difficult. I'm doing what I can now to edit ahead of time because I don't know what I'm going to be like as we get to the surgery. I don't know what I'm going to be like after the surgery. Fingers crossed I make it past the surgery. I'm even more limited in what I can do, and I'm already limited due to this. And life is like, things will not be easy for you because you will constantly have to sneeze, which will aggravate this, and ha 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 ha. Like I said, I think it was Jack the Ripper in a previous life or something. I don't know. That's where we are right now. It's October 5th. Well, I want to have this up the day before surgery, so I want to have this up in a week, October 12th. I know a lot of people say, don't worry about the videos and stuff, but unfortunately, YouTube is all about momentum. Like this channel is like over 5 years old, going towards 600 videos on the channel. Still haven't found a way to get through the algorithm yet. And it's not a complaint, it's just you have to be consistent. And this health stuff causing me to take constant breaks. So I'm trying to work ahead while I can still work because I don't know what it's going to be like after surgery. How long am I going to be down for the count? When am I going to be able to do anything? I have to figure out how I'm going to be able to get up and down from bed. You don't want to be laying down and then have to get up because you're going to use all your abs to get up from the laying down position. Not good. You want to use your abs as little as possible, including fucking sneezing. Ugh. So I'm terrified of the surgery, but I also just want to get it over with because I am so tired of feeling like this and just knowing what's going on. And may you never have to experience what it feels like to push your insides back inside of you. And this was kind of a wake-up call for me. In addition to making the effort to call the doctor and trying to take care of stuff, I'm trying to take care of myself and make, these big changes in my own life as far as diet and what I do that is not healthy. Because I figure if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down with a fight. I want to at least say that I did everything I could to fight anything that's going on and to have a chance to be as healthy as I possibly can be, especially as you get older, and I'm getting older. So, all right, I've talked for a long ass time, way longer than I expected. I'm sorry if this is super long after I'm done editing it. I do apologize. I just wanted to do the initial. Here's what's going on. In 8 days from today, I will be going 90 miles to get surgery, and then fingers crossed everything goes well. And then Justin can drive me home. Hopefully no complications with that because I'm terrified of driving in the car while freshly wounded. You know what I mean? Like I'm freshly bandaged and stitched up. That's terrifying. Like just get me home, back to this house. And yeah, I'm hoping that I'm just knocked out the entire way back home. That's what I want. Just give me pain meds, knock me out. I want to wake up in bed, essentially. But knowing me, I'll wake up after surgery, be wide awake as a freaking fresh daisy, looking up at the sun. As I've said many, many times, it's always something with me, and it's 100% legit. It's not, oh man. Sorry, I've been here way too long doing this. I'm about to go lay down after this. It is not hyperbole. It's not at all. Again, Justin can attest to it. But hopefully this is the first step, the ball rolling and getting all my random crap figured out. And I get that fair shot at being healthy. I'm trying to work ahead, as said, to have at least the next 2 weeks done for you. I'm trying to get the bulk of everything done ahead of time while I still can do stuff. Who knows, maybe a couple days after the surgery, I will be gung-ho, I will be feeling great, and maybe I'll want to sit down and edit. I doubt it. I'm planning on video games and watching playthroughs and probably copious amounts of YouTube. In my future, I hope we'll see. There is always a worry of not making it through the surgery, of course, especially with my condition and issues. I'm not a thoughts and prayers kind of guy, but keep me in whatever you subscribe to, believe in, good juju, all that. And hopefully everything goes fine. And yeah, as long as I can stay on the editing schedule I am and edit in between the constant breaks I'm taking laying down, which I need to go do now because this is starting to hurt really bad. Content will be coming. I know as some of you say, real life is more important. I understand that, but this is my job. This is what I do. This is how I earn money for us because this is the one thing I can do in my condition. And unfortunately now simply sitting down and editing or talking to you is also just as taxing, if not more so. But I need to go lay down right now and rest. I gotta go. So thank you, and I will see you, hopefully talk to you again soon. So yeah, bye. Also, lift with your legs.